We are speaking with the one and only Dean Z. So how are you doing today?
I'm great, man. Thank you so much for having me on the stations with you guys here. I really appreciate it. Ready to rock and roll tonight.
Yeah, well, no, we can't wait. You're going to be doing a show tonight.
Yes.
So can you tell us where and when that's taking place?
Yeah, we're at McKenna Hall, and that's at 7:30 tonight. And if you're an Elvis fan, you don't want to miss the show. We're going to have a really great time celebrating the music of the 1950s, his movie career, all of Viva Las Vegas, all that cool stuff, and all the way into the 68 special when he wore that black leather suit. And he just looked the coolest, man. So we're going to do all the early stuff and the most electric songs that he put out.
That's so awesome. Well, we can't wait to watch the show. I'll be there. And I'll
Good.
be taking photos, videos. So we're definitely going to be covering it as much as possible.
Absolutely.
Why don't we start off? Do you want to get into how it all began?
Sure, man. I've been an Elvis fan since I was 3 years old. Actually, I saw a television documentary. My mom and dad weren't really Elvis fans at all, which is interesting because usually whenever you're young, your parents kind of turn you on to Elvis. But for me, I kind of turned them into Elvis fans. He just happened to be on TV, and it was like seeing a superhero. That's the only way I can really describe it. And so I cleared off our coffee table and started dancing right away, and kind of trying to imitate what I was seeing. And my mom probably thought I was crazy or something, but she thought it was cute at the same time. And so she had a little jumpsuit made for me, and I got to sing at a talent show. And every time I would kind of like wiggle or shake, the audience would react, like scream and cheer. And I got hooked on that feeling like very early. And so I've been doing it ever since. That was really all it took, is just one side of Elvis, and I was hooked for life.
That's very cool. So that's how it all began.
Yeah.
At a very, very young age, obviously. So that's pretty impressive. It's been with you your whole life. So then when you became a little bit older, you started taking the show on the road. So how exactly did this current show come to be?
Man, well, you're right. When I was 18, I moved to Las Vegas and from Southern California, and I started this whole career. And then over the years, we've been morphing and progressing the show. And this is my first time getting to tour this show in Canada. And so we're really looking forward to bringing it, all through Saskatchewan. But bringing it here, has been kind of a journey. It's changed so many times. I've gotten to tour all over the United States and all over the world. I'm very lucky. Elvis is cool like that, man. He's a global force, and everyone really enjoys his music. And so I'm just and I love coming to Canada because the Elvis fans up here really appreciate the music. And they're just deep Elvis fans. So we're bringing Memphis to Canada, which is pretty cool.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So do you want to maybe kind of give us a little bit of a rundown what we can expect of the show tonight?
Sure, man. Yeah. Elvis started off in 1956 when he hit the scene, really, when he went to RCA. Before that, it was a little bit of Sun Records. So we like to start the show in 1956 like you're in 56, which is really cool. And you get to see Elvis in that gold jacket. He's singing those big hits, Hound Dog, Don't Be Cruel, all of those sort of things. And we kind of go into the movie career. So you see a little bit of Viva Las Vegas, Bossa Nova Baby, Return to Sender. These songs are like iconic Elvis songs, and the show, the first half we do Jailhouse Rock. It's a big production number at the end. It is really fun. And then we have a short intermission where you can kind of go get snacks, whatever you want to do here at the theater. And then we come back on the second half, and it starts with the 1968 comeback special. And in the middle of that show, in the middle of the second half, we do a really cool request jam session with the audience. So your crowd is going to be able to choose what songs we do. It's completely off the cuff, not rehearsed, not predetermined. You guys decide what songs we're going to play. So it's a really cool thing. And then we have a few surprises in there as well in the 68 side of things, where you get to kind of experience what Elvis did later on in his career in a new way.
That sounds amazing. I can't wait for the show tonight.
Yeah, man, it's going to be really, really great. And there are still some tickets available. You can get your tickets at the door, actually, and they're doing cash at the door for the tickets. There's a few left, so make sure you guys come out and see it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And do you have anything prepared that you want to play for us today?
Man, you know what? I carry a guitar everywhere I go. We were at Walmart yesterday. I had my guitar with me as well, didn't I, Trudy? I did. Yeah, I always carry this thing around. And so I figured we'd give a little 20-second taste of one of the big hits. Is that okay?
That sounds perfect.
All right. Let's do a little bit of maybe Don't Be Cruel. Is that okay? All right. Well, I can be found sitting home all alone. If you can't come around At least please telephone, don't be cruel. Do hide, it's true. I don't want no other love. Oh, baby, it's still you I'm thinking of. There you go, man. Awesome. Thank you very much.
There you go.
You got to say it. It's in the contract. You got to say it.
Exactly. No, it's required of you.
It is required. Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Anytime.
Looking forward to seeing you tonight.
You as well. Do you want to do a little bit of a promo then? Just kind of invite people to come on down tonight?
Yeah, please. We'd love to have you guys over at McKenna Hall tonight. Show starts at 7:30, so I highly suggest being there about an hour, about 30 minutes in advance, so you can get your tickets and everything. We got a great lobby. There's some snacks and food. There's a great merchandise table. You can take me home with you. I'll sing to you every night. We got CDs, pictures. I'll be out after the show as well to meet and greet with the entire audience. And so everyone stick around and say hi to us after the show. Elvis at his absolute best. We try to, show that Elvis is more than just a catchphrase, more than anything like that. There's a lot of substance to Elvis. And so if you're not an Elvis fan, you'll walk out understanding why Elvis was the king of rock and roll.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And one last thing, do you think you could just quickly introduce yourself so we can chop that in?
Sure. Hey, everybody. This is Dean Z. I am an Elvis Tribute Artist from Branson, Missouri, 2013 Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Champion.
Perfect. There we go.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Really, really fun.